Right, this is Showbiz Agenda right here on Xylophone 102.1. My name is Arnold Mensah Lavanyo, and we're about to talk about the Strika saga. And I have Ibi Saga. But before then, let me give thumbs up to Caleb Boy for actually breaking this story. I mean, he could have just walked past it. But kind say Caleb Boy, we're talking about it. If any good comes out of it for Strika, we owe Caleb that, thank you. So Caleb, I'm saying my thank you live on air. Big up yourself and do more. Charlie, walk around town and spot some of these guys and let us know about them. And so we come in to help. Well, I have Mauko, who is the CEO of MK Content. They happen to be the management team for Strika. He's here in the studio with me to really go into the issue, correct the wrongs, fill the blank spaces, and also get us to understand exactly what the situation with Strika is as we speak and how it's been before now, so that all the issues that we have misconstrued, we can put them into perspective. You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Nice.
And greetings to your listeners.
Yeah.
And greetings to everybody in the studio. I mean, I've been listening like every single day, and I wish I was coming here on a different note, not on this particular issue, but it's all good. And I thank you people are doing a great job, and God bless you. God bless now.
You've been a friend to the platform.
Yes.
Right from Plus FM days, we've been coming back and forth to you. First of all, what was your role in the production of Beast of No Nation?
So I was a casting associate.
Casting associate.
Yes.
What does that mean to the layman?
There was a casting team. There was a casting director from the US, and I assisted from Ghana with other Ghanaian team members.
Okay. So
I worked on the film
worked on the film as a casting associate.
Yes. In terms of casting, I was part of the team.
So you were part of the people who selected these guys for the movie.
Who found all the actors for the film?
You found them.
I was part of the people who found all the actors for the film.
For the film.
Not just the kids. Every actor. Except Idris.
Wow.
Who came on as a producer for the film.
So you played a very key role in it. Very, very key role.
Yes.
And aside from Beast of No Nation, what other projects have you been on?
Well, before Beast of No Nation, I worked on one of the Kubalos musical film,
Cause of Money. Yeah,
Cause 1 and 2.
Right.
I did that, and then I've done a lot of Glow commercials with Panji Anoff. And then I've done a lot of theater.
You've done a lot of theater as well. So you are, aside every other thing, you're a casting director as well.
After Beast of No Nation, I took to that passion.
You took to that passion, and so now you do casting.
Yeah.
I think you had a hand in Side Chick Gang as well.
Yeah, I did casting for Side Chick Gang. I've done. I worked on YOLO season 1.
Okay.
I've done commercials for an international company like Turkish Airlines. I did Gasem. So we've done different jobs.
You've done different jobs. MK Content, what do you do?
So that's a talent management company, and we manage different actors. We are now basically into like actors, but in the future we hope to expand to being crew members and even going into sports and
music. Not too long ago you wanted to sign a musician, but we are not mentioning names.
Yeah, I'm still working with him, but we haven't signed
unofficially.
Yeah, exactly, because I love his talent. If you want me to mention that, I can.
Oh well, you can.
So Walasi
is the one we're talking.
We are still in
still working together.
I still work with him.
And with the actors, what are the names?
So the actors, currently we manage Abraham whenever Ghanaian activities are concerned, even international activities, because we talk to the management in the US. And then also when it comes to Fred Amugi, Akofa Ejani, Peter Ritchie, Solomon Fixino, Daniel DeLong, Sicho Chico, Nanama McBrown when it comes to a film business, and then Strika, and then I mentioned Akofa already.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Wow, you're doing great. All these great names under your belt. Yeah, to God will definitely be the glory. So yeah, so I just wanted you to have a fair understanding and knowledge about the person we're talking to. That's how come I decided to profile him a bit so people can know who you are
and
why you're here.
Right.
So, but this morning you're here on the ticket of Strika.
Yes.
And so I'm going to read. Yeah, it's Strika that brought you here. So we'll see if we can strike you or not. But I'm reading your own press release that you put out on 21st of August. And it says MK Content Management of Emmanuel Adumkwe, popularly known as Strika of Beast of No Nation fame, wishes to address rising issues concerning our client. And then you put them into 5 points. The first one, Emmanuel is not a street beggar, as reported. We have been looking for him after he ran away from school at Cape Coast Montessori, and his phone was with his guardian. He has a fully paid apartment in Cape Coast where his other co-actor Justice lives with him and his guardian. He has also allowance. He has an allowance and studying in a private school, fully paid by the producers of Beast of No Nation, with contributions from Netflix. Then the second one, he made 1% of the profit from the film, which is 30,000 USD. That's US dollars. His money is not in his custody, or his money is not in the custody of Zoe, Kofi, or Danny, as he stated. The money has been put in a trust fund in his name at Barclays Bank. Now that he's 18 years, he needs a valid ID to access the money. 3. He mentioned in an interview he was paid 10,000 for a short film he did called Django Justice, produced by Regina Van Helvet of GH1. He meant to say it in the old currency, which is 10 million, currently 1,000 Ghana cedis. Part of the money was used to buy a suit, white shirt, tie, and a pair of shoes for him to Teen Choice Awards 2016. And the rest was used to buy things for him for school. 4. He still has a good relationship with Abraham Atta. And 5. We currently have him, and we will continue to focus on his well-being and work with him. We are grateful for the concern of Ghanaians and the world at large towards him. Signed, Mauko Kwaji. Okay, first of all, how did you hear the news?
So the first thing on Monday morning, I saw the post on Caleb's wall, and then Abraham sent it to me. People started sending it to me. So I called Caleb because I know him several times. He didn't answer. So I went for a meeting, and then by the time I got to the office, I saw GH1 interviewing him. Then I rushed to GH1 because we've been looking for him. Then I went there, and then the management of GH1 sat down with me. We spoke about a lot of issues, close to 2 hours with him. And then when I finished, I asked them, can I take him? They said yes.
Yeah. And then you took him away.
Yes.
How did you first get in contact with Strika?
It was during the film Beast of No Nation. I didn't know any of the kids.
You didn't know any of them?
I didn't know Abraham. I didn't know any of the kids. But through casting, we met all of them.
Okay. Where?
So Strika actually was found by Gifty.
Which Gifty?
She also worked on the film.
Okay.
Gifty Mausi. She worked on the film in terms of casting. So she found Strika and brought him. He auditioned just like all the kids, and then he got cast for the role.
Okay. So that's how come you got to meet Strika.
Yes.
How long has it been in Cape Coast?
Right after the film, which was 2014.
Okay. So 4 years.
Yes.
4 years. He's been in Cape Coast right after the film. And since when did he go missing?
That wasn't the first time he ran away, because he has run away a couple, like, different times. Sometimes we go and find him. Sometimes he comes to my office.
Okay.
That's Maba.
When he runs from school, he comes to your office.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
Yeah. No, after maybe Wakoshima, then you come and then says, "Oh, Maba, we'll talk again." We'll take him to school, and then he will stay for some time, and then he run away. But this recent one, he's been gone for within a month. But he came back to the house again. That was last week. And then he spoke to his guardian, Kwabena Sam, who was on set. So Kwabena Sam is their guardian, and he's an actor too. He played Abraham's father in Beast of No Nation.
Okay.
So he was on set at Somania shooting. And then when he got to the house, Abraham called Kwabena Sam and told him Strika. He said, so they spoke, and then he told him that men ko biya treme ba na yakasa.
Okay.
Just the next day, he ran away again.
Okay.
And so that was when Caleb found him.
And when last did he speak to Kwabena Sam, and so that we will know how long he's been missing before he got found?
The last time they were from school. He ran away from school, not from the house.
Yes,
not from
school.
House. Yes.
When last was it? When he spoke to Kwabena Sam? Do you remember?
No, when he's in school, he doesn't have a phone. So unless maybe they're on a certain break, that's when he comes home.
Do you visit him in school?
I haven't been to the school in a while, but last month, no, it's been a while. But last month I was in the apartment to see them when they went on a break.
And you met him?
And I met him, I met Abraham, and I met Justice too.
Okay. Is Kwabena Sam part of management?
Yes.
He's part of management?
No, I manage him as well.
Is Kwabena Sam part of MK?
He's under management, so we manage him.
Okay, you manage him.
Yeah, he's an actor.
He's your artist.
Yes, exactly.
Under your record label.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay. So he takes care of him.
Exactly.
And you hardly visit as management.
We talk, but if he comes to the house, we talk. But
where is the house?
It's at Cape Coast.
The house is in Cape.
Yeah,
so he goes. Is he in a boarding house?
Yeah, it's a boarding house.
He is in a boarding house.
Yes.
And so when he goes on break and he goes to the house, that's when you are able to talk to him. So until he comes to the house, there's no communication.
Unless there's something that we want him to do.
Right.
Fine.
So
we talk to some of the teachers in the school.
You talk to some of the teachers?
The teachers there, we talk to them.
How is him? Like, how is his lifestyle like?
He's a respectful boy, but it's just unfortunate where he finds himself, because he was brought up on the street. He grew up on the street. Till after the film, his mom and dad are all dead. So he has lived on the street all his life till we found him for the film. So that's how I know him.
That's how you know him?
Yeah.
Wow.
But he's a very respectful boy.
He's a very respectful boy. How has working with him been like?
It's been good and difficult, but it's our work. We are trying so hard to help. You're
trying so much or so hard to help?
Yeah.
Okay. And so when you heard the situation, that was Monday, what was your decision? What did you talk about with management? What plans did you make for him and all? I want us to get the story proper. Then we begin to.
When I met him, I was sad for him because that's not supposed to be where or how it's supposed to be presented to the world. Because I don't think that anybody will put their child in that situation. So I was sad. When I met him, I was sad. And I asked him, "This is what you want?" And then he said no. So from there, I took him to see the line producer, Danny Dama. Take water.
No, why not? Feel free. Feel free.
We went to see the line producer, Danny Dama, who he mentioned his name in the GH1 interview. So he had a lengthy conversation. I left them. From there, we took him home. Even yesterday, I was with him. We spoke again. I asked him that, "What do you want?" He said he doesn't want to go to school. So we have to think of how best we can help him to make sure that even though he's not in the classroom, he gets some sort of education.
Right.
Because that's very important. If he wants to continue acting, he has to be able to communicate in English. Because interviews and things like that, you can't always get it if you can't communicate. And even to read your script, you have to be able to get some sort of education. So we want to make sure he has some sort of education, even though it might not be like a class, like a formal education, but you get some sort of education. And then whatever he wants us to do to help him, we'll do it.
Is this the first time he's telling you he doesn't want to go to school?
No, he has said it a couple of times, but I keep telling him that at least finish primary school.
Oh,
because he has never been to school. So
what stage is he?
He's in class 5 now.
He's in class 5. How old is he?
He's 18.
He's 18, class 5.
Yeah.
Is he able to read and write properly?
He can't write properly. He can't read properly. But he can communicate a little bit.
He can speak a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Before you met him, or when you met him, was he schooling then?
No, he has never been to school.
So when you took him to school, what class did you put him?
He started from the lowest level, class 1.
He started from class 1.
So they keep they had private classes just to make sure he can get better, and they push him to the next class, because he can't just go through the school without being able to know what really he's about.
You said he's lost his parents, both of them.
Yes.
Have you gotten in touch with any other family member, uncles, aunties, cousins?
Yes. So during the film, the casting process, we went to the family house.
Where?
At North Kaneshi.
Okay.
So we met the family. We told them about the film, and there was one auntie actually who we spoke to. And then from there, when we went to shoot the film, from there we went back to the house, and then we told them what plan we have for him, that we are taking him to school. And they said okay, because at the first place, even though he has a family house, he was living on the street. So we didn't see the vibe that they were really concerned.
You didn't see the vibe that they were really concerned. What's the name of this auntie we're talking about?
I can't remember her name.
You can't remember his auntie's name?
I can't remember.
But you could tell that they are not really concerned about the boy.
Yeah, because really, if they were concerned, he wouldn't be on the street. Because even when we took him to the house the first time, like, it didn't look like they wanted him to even stay there.
It didn't look like the family wanted him to stay there. Why? Why do you think it would look like
honestly,
that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. Because if they really care, or if they were really concerned, he wouldn't be on the streets or his life till we found him.
So you found him. So from Monday, have you had any calls from family?
No.
After all what has happened, none of them has contacted you?
No one. And no one. We've been waiting that someone from family will call us.
How many years is he supposed to stay under your management?
So I don't have a signed contract with him.
You don't have a signed contract?
Because he's a minor. You don't sign a contract with a minor.
Okay.
You can sign a contract with his parents.
Now that he's 18, do you intend signing a contract with him?
We still have like an open conversation, unless maybe someone comes or the family comes and say that now that our son is 18, we want him back, and then they can have him, and then if they want to put him under different management, is fine.
But did you propose to sign a contract with any of his family members then?
No.
You didn't propose?
No.
So he's under your management by word of mouth?
Yes.
Not legally?
We don't have anything documented.
So is there any benefits you would have taken should he have blown or gotten something? Would you have taken something as a result of you managing him?
Well, under management, there's always a percentage the manager gets.
But it's not legal. You haven't signed anything.
Yeah,
verbal agreements.
It works.
Word of mouth.
Yeah.
So what was the percentage like?
I don't want to put it out.
You don't want to put. Yeah. What was your percentage out of the $3,000 or was it $30,000?
I wasn't managing by then, so I have no.
You weren't managing him by then.
Yeah, so
when did you come into the picture?
After the movie.
After the movie.
But in terms of contract for all the kids who were involved, so what they were paid actually on the film wasn't like a big money, because it was an independent. It was an independent producer. So when an independent producer is going to produce a film, they don't have a big budget, but they have a big vision.
They have a big vision and not a big budget.
Exactly. So we spoke, they gave the children some money, and then as part of the contract, we were able to get them that when the film make profit, they make 1%, and he made the 1%, which is the 30,000. Okay. And Abraham also made $30,000.
Abraham also made 30,000, and he also made 30,000.
Exactly.
How old is Abraham now?
He's 17.
He's 17.
Yeah.
Where is his money?
It's with his parents.
The money is with
also
his parents.
For Abraham, he also has a trust.
He also has a trust
at Fidelity Bank.
His is at Fidelity Bank.
Yes.
And then Strika's is where?
Barclays Bank.
Wow. Okay. 30,000.
Yes.
It's there.
USD.
USD.
Yeah.
And who signed for that?
For what?
For the money. Who are the signatories to the money? Since he's not 18 or he wasn't 18 then.
Okay.
Under whose care or who took the money there and made it official?
Okay, so the money was taken there by Zoe, who was also part of the casting team when we were doing the film. She is from the States.
Okay.
She's actually with the production company. So she came, and then together with Strika and then one gentleman called Kofi.
Yeah.
They went to the bank. By then, I don't think I was around.
You weren't around?
I wasn't around. So they went to the bank, and did the trust for the boy.
But you are aware that the money is there.
I'm aware.
The money is there.
Yeah.
Now his dad, Teacher Note, and mom is Sister Comfort. I mean, they are of blessed memory, though.
Yes.
Teacher Note and Sister Comfort. Now you said that he's run away from school a couple of times,
yeah.
and you find him, and he goes. Now he's under your management. You haven't put it on paper. So when the kid keeps getting missing and getting found, didn't you get alarmed? And if you were alarmed, what measures did you put in place to ensure that he doesn't run away anymore?
Well, one, we had a lengthy conversation with him, and I know his problem that yeah.
Okay.
And then I keep telling him that it's not about your grades. It's about you understanding what we want you to do. So, Ude up to class 6, he wanted to be a welder.
A welder?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, the school had even spoken to Koforidua Sectech, so that from there they can possibly get him to go and study
the welding.
Exactly.
But you wanted him to get to class 6.
Exactly. So that you can communicate, so that people don't laugh at you when you're even talking. Because in Ghana, all cover of now a mistake, right? Yes, and things like that. And we don't want that to become of him. So whenever he runs away and he comes, we have a conversation.
How does he arrive? Say Oniska and Askashen on Afakaba.
I don't know, for some reason I don't know how.
From Cape Coast to Accra. Yeah. So how does it happen? How does he end up at home? Have you asked him how he arrived?
Sometimes he's giving some money, like whenever he needs it. So I think he uses some of that money to escape.
To escape. Yeah. When he escapes, where does he go?
Sometimes he said he goes to Polo Club. Sometimes he said he goes to Agubloshi. Sometimes he goes to Osu.
To do what?
So his friends are there. As a child, or when he was growing up, those are the people he knew. That's where he grew up from.
From the streets.
From the street.
So his friends are, on the streets.
And then I remember telling him that if you want to go and visit your friends, tell us, we'll put you in a car. We'll go and drop you there. Spend time with your friends. When you're done, we'll come and pick you. If you have anything to give, we'll give it to them. And then there was a time we even took some of the thumb shoes of Abraham, and then he went to his friends to give it to them at North Kaneshi. So we've been trying to keep him so that he will know who really is. But it's been difficult, but we will continue to work with him.
But what went into the decision of taking him all the way to Cape Coast to school?
Because we know that if it's Nakra, it's easy to run away. And
so you knew that he had tendencies of running away from school before you even put him in school?
No, yeah, normally. And then I've done this before. There's a kid that I want to do a short film in the Volta region on the lake, close to the lake.
Yeah.
And then there's a kid we cast from the community.
Yeah.
They take him to fishing every time, and they stay close to the lake. When you put such a kid to school there, when he closes from school, the lake is just close to him. He can always go there. So in order not to get him there, we brought him to Accra.
Okay.
So just to take him from here, so that whenever he wants to come,
it will be difficult for him to get here.
Exactly.
Now you put him in a school, and the school keeps. I wouldn't say the school allows him to escape, but he escapes anyways. Have you contacted the school to find out how he escapes and what they can do to keep this boy in school?
I know the school.
You've been to
We found the school for the boy. So I've been to the school several times. But anyway,
so have you spoken to the management of the school to find out how he escapes?
Yeah, we have.
And what do they say?
Sometimes when they're on break, he'll run away. So when
it's a boarding school, there's a process to get out of the school. How does he run away? And what do they do when he comes back? Is there ways to keep him in the school? But we all attended boarding schools. You don't get out easily.
The last one before he ran away, he signed an undertaking.
He signed an undertaking.
And then he was explained to that you can't because when you do this, you bring shame to the school too. Not just yourself, not just your management, but to the school. So he was explained. We had explained to him, and then he signed an undertaking that If he runs away again, he should be expelled, thinking that will make him stay in the school. But again, he did.
So would you say the school hasn't kept an eye on him properly?
I think the school has done a great job from the time we took the case to the school.
By allowing him to keep escaping, not once, not twice, not 3 times.
I know the school have tried, because I know what they've done to these boys.
What have they done?
Including justice. Because there are
Has he ever been punished, aside from the undertakings?
I don't know if the school has punished him.
You don't know if the school has ever punished him?
In terms of beating.
Not beating per se, but has he been put through any punishment of a sort to deter him?
Yeah, I understand they've punished him before, but I can't remember what the punishment is. But they've punished him before.
They've punished him before. Are you thinking of changing the school for him?
Like I said, he doesn't want the school. So if you put him there again, he will run.
So what do you?
So we are thinking of giving him some formal education, but not in the classroom.
Informal education.
Yeah.
And what are you looking at putting him to learn?
Sorry, it doesn't have to be a classroom.
Yes, I understand. But what trade?
No, we still need him to get education, but it's not going to be in the classroom.
It's not going to be in the classroom. Maybe private teaching.
Exactly.
You get a teacher for him to teach him at home,
so that he doesn't maybe you also feel embarrassed sitting among kids, because knowing that
he's
I'm
18
old and
he's in class 5 and all.
Yeah.
So have you started working towards that private tuition?
Yes.
You've started?
Yes.
Where is he now? Is he with you or he's
with his guardian now?
His guardian is not in Accra.
They're in Accra now.
He's moved to Accra.
No, the guardian has a place in Accra. He stays in Accra. But
so who takes care of him in Cape Coast?
He goes there.
The guardian goes there.
Yeah.
How often?
Most often.
Most often. Yeah. But you don't get to go there more often. And you are the manager.
I have so many actors I'm managing.
Okay.
And he's one kid and someone has eye over him. I can't be going there every day. I'm going to Cape Coast to see one kid who is even in a boarding school.
Okay. So you expect the school to take care of that?
He's in a boarding school.
What's his relationship like between himself and Abraham Atta?
They are good friends.
They are good friends.
Yeah.
They are very good friends.
They don't have any issue. And then yesterday, I don't really know if I should really put this out, but
yeah,
I think I'll leave it.
No, you can put it out.
No, it's fine.
What happened? They had a conversation.
No, I'll leave it.
No, let's.
No, I'll leave it. So the truth is that they are not fighting. They talk. They swim together. They have good relationships. So
they have good relationship.
Yeah.
Right. Has he ever spoken to you about his relationship with Abraham Atta?
Yeah, but these are 2 kids. They don't have problem. And then yesterday when I was talking
but he says he's been shouting at him and all.
Like he
sees clearly that he's been sidelined. Like on Shadam Pema Semsa, you know, he feels that way.
I don't think so. But they also see these are 2 kids.
Okay.
It's just like having Shatawale and Stoneboy.
What about them?
I'm just saying as an example.
Like having Shatawale.
I'm not saying.
But then grow.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
But if Shatawale and Stoneboy have problem, I'm not saying that. These are 2 adults.
Yeah,
they can handle their own issues. But these are 2 kids who are nice today, then the next day they are fighting over something. So, for instance, if Abraham's phone is there and you go and pick it, and then you have an argument, does that mean he doesn't treat you well? These are kids that they eat together, they swim together, do a lot of things together. But again, people always want to hear the negative.
Right. How much was he paid when he featured in Regina's film?
He was paid 1,000 cedis.
1,000 cedis.
Yes, sir.
How much of that money went to him?
So physically, I don't think anything was given to him directly.
He didn't get
because
any money.
he like I said, when he have money that goes to them like every time, not just him and Justice.
Okay.
So part of the money was used to buy like the suit and then the things that I mentioned, the press statement, and then some was used to buy some things for him to go to school. Things that he himself want. So it was used.
Do you remember some of these things that he wanted that you purchased for him?
I remember a school bag was bought out of that. But some of these things I can't say them for sure because we make sure the guardian oversee that. Because I'm a manager, the guardian is supposed to, just like if you're managing a kid. For instance, when it comes to Abraham, I don't look at things that he's buying. because his parents
will take care of that.
But because this kid had no parent, that's how come we trust the guardian
to do that for him. Are you looking at getting some jobs for him, or you just want him to go to school now?
We want him to work, because if it doesn't work, we don't make money. So he needs to work. So if it doesn't work, then it's also difficult.
So have you been looking for jobs for him?
Yes. Recently, we just finished a film called Boga.
You finished a film called Boga?
He was supposed to be on it, but because he ran away, we couldn't find him for the role.
Because he ran away, you couldn't find him for the role.
Yeah.
But he was supposed to have been featured
on the film.
Yes. Boga.
Yeah.
Then he ran away. Then you lost.
I know.
How do you intend cutting this runaway story? I'm going to take views from.
So that we don't take.
Yes. How do you intend cutting that story?
So that he won't go to. So that he's not in the class. Once he's not in the classroom, he has assured us that he's not going to run away.
Once he's not in the classroom, he has assured you that he won't run away.
Yeah.
Do you think is the best decision he has taken as an adult who is taking this from a child? Is that
I think it's a very good decision
to stay out of the claroom. You think is the best decision?
Yeah, because
okay.
So you have to guide him.
So Strika staying out of school is the best decision you think he has taken?
Well, he's an adult now. He's 18.
All right, okay.